Hello, my name is Asad Ali, and I will be doing my critical game analysis on the 2015 game Soma by Frictional Games. I will discuss how Soma deconstructs consciousness in its narrative by utilizing the connotative codes prevalent in first-person games. For a brief primer on the game, players take on the role of Simon Jarrett. Simon goes through an accident that causes him to have severe brain damage and cranial bleeding, and agrees to have an experimental brain scan of himself taken by a grad student. Upon taking the scan, however, Simon finds himself on the Pathos 2, an underwater geothermal center. Herein, he finds that the year is 2104, and that a comet has destroyed all life on the surface, with Pathos 2 being the last holdout for humanity. Simon discovers that he himself is a brain scan uploaded into the suit of a dead Pathos 2 worker by an artificial intelligence named the WoW. He also meets another brain scan, this of a woman named Catherine. She wants to launch the Ark into space, a black box to host a simulated world with all the brain scans that Pathos 2 has preserved, as a final means of preserving humanity. Simon, at one point, has his consciousness transferred into a different robot, but finds that his consciousness wasn't moved, but copied. During the ending, Simon and Catherine launch the Ark while uploading their consciousnesses just in time, only to find out that they lost the coin toss and weren't the consciousnesses that were moved into the Ark. Soma centers around the theme of consciousness and utilizes various elements that are inherent to most first-person games to tell a story focusing around the idea of the coin toss. Put simply, the coin toss is a theory that at the moment your consciousness is copied, the two yous are exactly the same. The copy will have the experience of waking up somewhere else right after their brain scan, because their stream of consciousness will pick up right from that point. Meanwhile, the original you will continue their stream of consciousness right after the brain scan. Soma utilizes the ideological frameworks that surround first-person games to illustrate the idea of losing the coin toss, or in this case, being the version of you that is left behind. We understand first-person video games as being our windows into a world, a representation of us through which we experience the world. Furthermore, the various signs and icons throughout the game evoke the basic symbological associations that we have built up from playing games, including elements such as icons to highlight interactable portions, or various signs to indicate that an enemy is aware of your presence. During the ending, you're revealed to have effectively been playing the third iteration of Simon, the first being the one back in modern day, the second being the Simon that wakes up in 2104, the third being the one that is transferred to the heavy-duty suit, and the fourth being the one that makes it onto the Ark. The majority of the game, then, is framed as the stream of consciousness of Simon 3. This is why you transfer consciousnesses every previous time you are viewing the events, because you're viewing the events how Simon 3 remembers them, given that he is not the one getting left behind. But during the ending, however, you complete the brain scan copy and end up watching the Ark get launched into space. By utilizing our understanding of ourselves in the context of first-person games, Soma manages to much more poignantly reflect the existential terror of this thought experiment, leaving the player alone in a cold and dying world.